Hello. Okay, we're going to try something. Well, I'm going to try and recreate something that I did and wrecked a few days ago. And I'm going to do it on a canvas, or actually a picture frame panel board that I had done and didn't work out so well a couple of months ago. So I'm just going to give everybody a couple of minutes to see who's going to come on, or if anyone's going to come on, before I actually start pouring. Because today what I'm going to do is I am going to do another, it's called a kiss pour. Yeah, sorry, I thought I was reading somebody that had come in, and but what it says is comments will appear here. Okay, so anyways, before anybody does come in, I think what I'm going to do is how am I going to do this? And the other day, when I was doing a video, I thought somebody had tried calling me, but no, they didn't try calling me. What they had done is they had sent a text message. And in sending the text message, that caused a problem in that with my sound. So I ended up having virtually no sound. Well, there was sound, but it was very minimal and hard to hear. So I'm just wondering, I think I'm going to add, where is it? Because this seems to be a little thicker than I need it to be. So I think what I'm going to do, okay, where did I put those spoons? Well, I will grab another one. Is I'm going to add some pouring medium to my base paint, which my base paint actually is sky blue house paint mixed with polycrylic, and I don't have any polycrylic handy, so I'm hoping that adding some pouring medium to it will not cause too much of a problem. So anyways, here we go. I'm going to put in one teaspoon of it's Artist Loft pouring medium. So I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon, mix it, and see how it looks. And it is a little bit more fluid, but it's still thicker than I want it. So I'm going to add a 2nd teaspoon. See how that goes. Whoops, don't dump it, Bernadette. And I'm thinking it's still a little thick. So I'm going to add 1 more teaspoon, and then that will be it. Okay, so that is all I'm going to add. I'm actually going to put the lid back on my pouring medium. And set it aside, and then I'm going to stir, stir, stir. Somebody has just come on. What I should do is I should actually, because I think I am actually going to grab a different board. See how this is peeling and coming off? Well, whoops, sorry, I guess not with that in a way. See how that is peeling, and I'm not sure if you can see it very well. I'll flip it around. But see, this is called a skin. And what I can do is, now that it is dry, and maybe I'll just do it with this, and then I can still use this, this is called a skin. And what can be done with the skin is that it can actually be used, and I do use them, in creating coasters. And it would appear that, okay, so this can be used to cut into pieces like this. Into pieces like this, and then used with where you put it inside the put a very small layer of resin into a mold, put that on top, and then put more resin on, and then you have a second one to put on top, and then you end up having coasters. So that's what I use these for. So I'm going to just set that aside. There. I have cleaned off my, and then of course I have spilt my paint. Okay. That wasn't so good. That was not such a smart thing to do. Okay, I'm going to wipe that off. And then I'm going to try and scoop up some of the paint that I just spilled. Okay. All right, now let's get started. Hi, Pamela and Maura. I'm going to make sure that my thumb is not, and then I'm going to wave back. Okay, so I'm going to, now that I have thinned this, I hope I've thinned it enough, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour it onto my board here. Now the thing that with these, I'm using their little plastic containers that have lids, and so when I've emptied it, I let it dry, and then I can peel the dry paint off, and then just toss it in the garbage. Okay, so I'm going to spread this around. Now, because I've got tape on the bottom, but because it is actually a board and not a canvas, it's a little more, shall we say, interesting to hold on to. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And I try to wipe my popsicle sticks off so that I can use them longer instead of tossing them right away. Okay, so I'm going to move that over. And what I'm going to do, is I'm going to be using the same colors that I used to make, hey Louise, I need my gloved, trying to wave, oh, what did I do? There we go. All right, I was able to wave back at you. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I had done a pour the other night where I did it was called a kiss pour. And so what I had done is I had taken the darker colors and put the darker colors into one and the lighter colors into the other. And then I ended up still having too much. So I'm going to just pour over top of them, and so I'm going to pour a little bit of the this is DecoArt American Decor texture, and it is, what did it say, heavy, okay, what color is it? Turquoise, deep turquoise, and it's a metallic. So I'm going to pour it in here. And then, because I have a lot of yellows, and as we all know, you mix yellow and blue, and you end up having green. That one I haven't in. So I'm going to pour some white on top of the metallic blue. And then I have some yellows. I have, this is neon yellow. And this is Cardimum yellow. I think this is the one that, or that was the one that Amanda said it looked like squashed bumblebee. And this one is butter yellow. So put that on there. And then for the other one, I'm going to use, this is called Cardimum Red. But I don't know, it looks orange to me. I think I said the same thing the last time I poured this. Or every time I pour this, because it's... Okay, and then I'm going to go with, this is Sienna, a raw Sienna. And I'm going to go with a black. And then this is Phthalo green. And lime green. Okay, and then I think I'm going to top them both with gold. And then I'm going to start over again in that I'm going to pour white on top of this one. Oh, I did that. I messed up on that one. I should have put the blue and then the white. Oh well. I will put blue. And then I'll put some more white. Because I'm not putting any white in there, so okay, and now with the cups, because there's no real fixing them because they're Dollarama shot glasses. So once they're, I think I already have one that's even cracked already. Okay, so I'm going to start this one. I'm going to put a layer of black. And then I'm going to, okay, let's do the light colors first, finish with the light colors. And I think because I messed up with my white, I'm thinking that because of the way that the yellow is with the blue, is that I'm probably going to have green. Okay. And that was the Cardimum yellow. This is butter yellow. And then I'm going to top it with gold. All right. And then with this, I'm going to go with the Cardimum orange, or Cardimum red. the Sienna, raw sienna. Phthalo green. Lime green. And top finally with gold. Oh, right. I think I messed up. I think I did. Let's see how fluid this is. Yeah, that's good. That'll work. Okay, so now I'm going to move this and that over. And I'm going to do something. I've seen a few videos where it's a diagonal. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a kiss, but it's a diagonal traveling kiss. Okay, and what it means by when I'm talking about kissing is you're going to take the two and we're going to start. And we're just going to pour them together. Not doing a very good job of this. Their kisses are separated. Okay, so that's done. Okay. Now I'm going to torch, actually, because of the fact that these have been used several times and are are matted and covered with a fair bit of paint on them. I'm just going to toss those. Okay, so. And then I'm going to torch this. Oh, I'm not seeing very much of the metallic blue. I might end up having to just kind of pour a little bit of the metallic blue on. Because I do have a little bit of metallic blue left. Let's just see what happens when we tilt. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not getting very much of the metallic blue at all. So I'm going to pour a little bit of the metallic on. And it's a little thicker than I actually would like it, but okay, let's see what happens. I don't want it to go off the edge quite yet because I want that ribbon of to kind of move and grow. I still think I need a little bit more metallic. So I'm going to pour, I don't have very much left in here, so I'm just going to pour what I've got left. Yeah, and it's a lot thicker than and I actually did just mix, well, not mixed, well, yes, mixed in that I stirred it and added a little bit of the pouring medium to thin it down a bit. But I did do that like an hour ago, so it doesn't take very long, as you can see, for it to actually thicken. Okay. I'm going to set it down for a minute, torch it, and see what I get. I didn't put any silicone oil in today because these, a couple of the colors paints already had silicone oil in from the previous pours. See, even without adding the silicone oil in today, I'm not sure if you can see them, but there's a whole bunch of beautiful looking pearls and cells coming up. And there's still a lot of paint on it because of how quickly it's flowing. Or moving. See how quickly, can you see how quickly it is moving? Trying to remove some of the underlying blue that I'd used as the background, but also to widen the band of the metallics. I almost have another paint, or enough paint on the bottom of for another skin. Just off of this one painting. Well, I mean, I knew that it was going to be too much paint. Okay, let's try torching again and see what happens. And I think for today we'll be done. Oh, I see something here. I just wonder, with my having kind of pulled that out, if I should actually go even further. I don't know if anybody's still watching. To pull, what the heck? What the heck? Let's do it. I should have pulled out my my cake spinner, and one of these days I am going to do a paint pour using my cake spinner, and Um, any pour in the bottom, but I can definitely use it to add some decorating. Get that out of my hand before I end up dragging it along into the painting. Just looking to see if anybody's saying anything. Still seems like a lot of paint on there. Because when I stick the skewer through it, it feels like I'm going through some rather deep. So let's see what happens if we tilt it again a little bit. It doesn't seem to be moving. I don't know if anybody out, my hand is in the way, so kind of hard for anybody to see whether or not. Don't drop it, Bernadette. Seems to be a little bit of movement there. It seems to be pooling up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this and I'm going to help it along a little bit. Oh yeah, there's a lump or a clump. There. Well, that'll block things up. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now it does not seem to be moving. So with the fact that it doesn't look like anything is moving, I am going to blowtorch it one more time. And then I'm going to let it be. I'll pull you down. Okay, put that back in the garbage because it's done. Uh-oh, did I put something in here? I did. No, that wasn't a clump. That was just the way that the paint went until I stuck my skewer in it. Okay. So there is some really nice webbing, a little bit, not much, but a little bit happening with the green. But I think before I call her done, And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Torch one more time. Just to see if I can get any more cells or webbing or... Nope, that's it. She's done. So I'm going to pull you down so that I can show you so that you can see. All right. All right. So I don't know if you can see the glitter in the metallic blue. I don't know if moving the phone will make a difference. I don't want to no. We'll see how it dry, or see if it gives off a bit more of a glitter, because I mean I can see it looking at it with my bare eyes, but I don't see the glitter. Let's see if it makes any difference if I shut that off. Probably not. So there is our painting for today with my leftover paints. This kind of looks like a, correct me if I'm wrong, but this kind of looks like an argon or dragon, or whatever. Argon, dragon, same thing basically. Oh, and then there's another one right there. Come on, I'm trying to flip it around to look at me. Okay, so thank you all for joining me. It was really nice to see you all here, and I'm not sure who's still watching. There's the eyeball showing 1, so I'm not sure if who that is still. But for those who have joined me while I've been taping or videoing, thank you for joining me. Those who are going to be watching it after, thank you for watching, and love you all. Mwah!